that we all make, almost all of us make, that children are properly labelled with the religion of their parents. And even this morning, I forget which one of the panelists it was on the education panel, referred to, not quite directly, but indirectly, Catholic children. There is no such thing as a Catholic child. And we should never, ever use a phrase like Catholic child. We should never play into their hands by acknowledging this presumption that a child is to be labelled as automatically inheriting the religion of their parents. This came up indirectly in the education discussion when those people advocating a change in the Irish system were talking about the rights of parents to withdraw their children from religion classes. And that, of course, is very important and that's worth fighting for. But somebody from the audience made the point that that completely neglects the right of the child to be protected from religious indoctrination inspired by their parents. Now, this is an exercise in consciousness raising. One of the ways that I have chosen to do it is to imagine how we would feel if we heard somebody talking about a postmodernist child, a secular humanist child, a Gramscian Marxist child. It's funny when you think about those things, but nobody flinches for one moment when they hear the phrase Catholic child, Muslim child. But it's exactly the same. There is absolutely no reason why you should call a child a Muslim child any more than you would call a child a secular humanist child or a socialist child. Nobody would ever talk about a socialist child, a Marxist child, a postmodernist child. You wouldn't dream of it. I suspect that the very use of that parallel has now raised the consciousness of everybody in this room. They will never again let pass the phrase Catholic child, or Anglican child, or Muslim child, or Hindu child. And so that's my second message about communicating atheism. You don't necessarily, obviously I want to communicate rational messages and rational arguments as well, and that goes without saying, most of my books are about that. But consciousness raising is another way of doing it. And that's the second of the points that I wanted to raise. Thank you very much.